Good morning, Year 5. So we should have finished writing our diaries from Ethan's point of view in Chapter 7 of these past 3 days. Okay, so today we are going to be editing and up-leveling our work that we have written over the past few days. So first of all, I want to remind you what are the key features of a diary entry. So hopefully, as you've been going through your writing these past few days, you've been checking back on our list, just as I've done in each of the videos, to make sure that I am using the correct features when I am writing, okay? So here they are again. Here are our features that we have been focusing on for the past couple of weeks now for our diary writing. We've studied some of them in more depth than others, but we have looked at them when it comes to writing them ourselves as well. So what I want you to do is pick 1 or 2 of the features that you think you probably didn't use as much as another one, or that you think you could improve on. So pick 2 of them and write them down like this on your paper. So write target and then write your first feature and your second feature that you think you could improve on using from this list. Okay, so keeping those in mind, I'm going to show you now how I want you to edit. Now remember, when we're in school, we normally just pick 1 paragraph. We don't edit the whole thing, or we edit snippets from different paragraphs, or we just focus on 1 clear paragraph. That's what we're going to do today. So you're going to find 1 paragraph in your writing from the past few days, so make sure you have kept all of them as well. And you're going to pick 1 of them to edit and up-level, okay? And I'll be able to see that when you post it this afternoon, or whenever you post it, that you have up-leveled a certain paragraph. So I have an example from part of my paragraph here, and I'm going to show you how I have up-leveled it. So, then I walked to them. After doing so, the 2 strange beings tried talking to me, even though I tried to ignore them. When you read that, it sounds a little bit boring, doesn't it? We do need to spice it up a little bit and make sure we are using our Year 5-6 words and our Year 5-6 grammar as well. So let's see how I made this more interesting, how I up-leveled my work to make my diary sound more exciting. So here we go. It looks like a lot, but it's just because I've added extra information and expanded on this point. As I tried to build up my courage to ignore their silly game, I regrettably headed over to them. Just as I was about to make a swift exit from them. Beanie, why don't you introduce yourself to Ethan? Oh yes, diary, you guessed it. Big Mouth Stella had to restart the forced and pointless conversation. I had to stand there and allow this wretched child introduce himself. I stood there with a forced smile, which was believable, listening to him talk about his weird obsession with jelly beans. What a freak! Okay, so I can already see I've got a relative clause sentence here. I've added extra information using a relative clause sentence and pronoun which. I have also got my inverted commas for direct speech. I've addressed my diary so much better already than this top one here. I have also included I, which again you should be including anyway because it is written from his perspective as well. I've got some much more useful words. We've looked at ably words in Year 5 spelling, so we should be using those ones. Okay. Now you must make sure you are using varied sentence starters. Here I've got then and after. Yes, they are adverbials for time, but it gets boring reading then I did this, then I did that, then after that I did this, after that I did that, then I did this. It just gets really repetitive, so making sure we're changing up our sentence starters using those adverbials for time and also fronted adverbials, okay? Then at the end, once you have rewritten part of your paragraph, edited and up-leveling, make sure you are just picking 1 paragraph, as I said. I want you to read through your whole diary that you have written over the past few days, and I want you to self-assess yourself. Now, we've done this before where we've done peer assessment. We've done 2 stars and a wish. Now, I've put it as the next step 1, like we do as teachers, but you could also put it as a wish if you wish. 2 stars, so 2 things that you like about your diary entry, and then 1 thing you think you could improve on. You could use a feature if you think you've not particularly used it well. You could put that as your wish. You could maybe put you've not used very good describing words and adjectives, or you didn't use enough chatty language or describe their feelings enough. Okay, but I want 2 positives, so 2 stars, and then a wish for me.